Hello, this is Ray from Bricksmaven, and this is part 37 of developing a one-page wellness spa website. Welcome, guys. In the previous video, we finished the testimonial patterns, and now in this video, we're going to be looking at the booking patterns. As I explained in the end of the previous video, and if you're just tuning in, we're going to build this pattern that you see in front of you. And we're also going to be building this one. We already created this component, so this will just be a drop-in. We're going to look at the background and the blurry image. Furthermore, we're going to be building this section too. So without further ado, we're going to jump right in. And in this video, I'm going to build this one specifically. I have not yet grabbed this image, so it's something that I still need to do. I might as well just do it real quick. So I'm going to just skip ahead, and I'm going to just save these images, and then we can move on to building these patterns. Okay, as you can see, I've set up all the images and put them on the right map. So they're here now. Let's just go back to Figma, and as you can see, according to the markers, this should be a pattern, but also a component. So what I'm going to do is just create a pattern, and then I'm going to turn it into a component, obviously. And then I'm going to add the props for the title, for the subheading here, and the button link, and also, sorry, the button label, and also the link, and also the background image. Yeah, so that's basically what we're going to do here. So let's jump in and see how far I come. I might only stick to this one, but who knows, I might go and do this one too. We'll see. Okay, let's proceed. We need to add a new, by the way, let me just take this off. This should be a pattern, and this is booking. This will be booking one. So this is a pattern, and this is booking. I think the most fun part about this project is actually assembling the pages. That will be so satisfying. So we'll see that once we actually get there. To be a very satisfying feeling to assemble the pages. I've done this a few times in some projects, and first you build out components, you build out patterns, and once you assemble the templates, the pages, it's just so cool because you just drag and drop all the blocks together, and there you have your page, your pages, your templates. Yeah. So sorry, with just a few more videos that we need to do, and then we'll finally reach where we need to be. Okay, but with that being said, let me focus on just finishing this. Okay, so we had the image. This image is for the background, and now I need to add the content. Basically, I think I'm going to split this into. I'm going to use the container to obviously contain the content, and I'm just going to create two blocks. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and yeah, let's just do that. Two blocks, whereas this one is, I'll just call this content, and I'll call the other one footer. And the footer will contain obviously basic text and a button, whereas the content contains the header. So we just add that in. Just gonna grab the text, and as you can see, the text is pretty large, so we'll need to fix this. It should be in H2. Let me save that. Let me grab the text. This should be text L. I want to change this to subheading. Let me see real quick. This should be a paragraph, and this should be book your appointment. Book your appointment. I think the size of this, I'm not really sure if this is large, but I think I'm going to make it large. Yeah. So, and obviously it should be light. think I think it's smaller. It should not be large. Okay. So obviously this should be, I think this is primary light. Yeah, primary light. I'll change that later. For now, let's just drop in the image. Here we go. Save. And it should actually be full. And it should be set to figure tag. And now I'm going to like add all the classes. This should basically, actually this should be outside of the container. It should be outside. Yeah. It's actually a background image. So I'm gonna just say this is the background image. I'm not gonna use a background. I'm not gonna set this image as a background to the section, but I'm going to use a image element so that we can actually get the source property, right? So we can use it, so we can actually get the responsive images of the different breakpoints. So that's why I'm doing it this way. I'm actually going to set this to position absolute and then fill the whole section and also decrease the Z index. But we will do all that once we get there. So next thing I'm going to do, I might as well set this up real quick. That is, the isolation should be set to isolate and overflow should be set to clip. And I need to actually give this a height. So I'm going to just take the height from here. That is 830. So I'm going to put in 830 pixels. So our section is 830 pixels. And set the position to relative because we want our image to stay within the section. And here is where I set this to position absolute, and then I set the top, right, bottom, and left to 0 and the Z index to -1 so that we can see our content. And now our image is positioned correctly. Set the height to 100%, set the width to 100%, and now it's perfectly positioned. We're going to add the gradient later. So we're first going to look at this here. I need to make sure that this is set to 100%, the container. And then, let's see. I will then change the color. Oh wait, I've not even added the classes yet. That's my bad. I'm moving too fast. Okay, so let me just add this real quick. So this content, this is heading, footer, and this is subheading, and this is obviously button, but I want to leave that. Let's check this out one more time. This should be body text white, and this should be primary light like 8 or something. Yeah, so this is good. I think I need to boost this some more because it's, I think H1, this is already a H1. See, I already thought something was wrong with my H1 or H2. I don't know why this is happening. It's not, okay, there's a difference. Okay, why is my, I think I set something wrong in my theme settings. So if I go to typography, H2, yeah, see, why is my H2, did I set this in the beginning because it's been so long, or did I make a mistake? I wonder if I made a mistake, or is that done on purpose? I think, it's done on purpose because my H2 is literally bigger because I have, I think on my header, yeah, that's the reason why. Okay, this was, I think I used the calc function here. So basically, I should do the same thing here. No, I'm not using it's not a H2 tag. This is a H2 tag. This is not a H1 tag. So I'm going to basically just do H1 and I'm going to just do some calculations here. Calc times 1.4, something like that. Yeah, so we have this. And now I need to do, I think I'm going to use grid here. Wait, let's go to our design. Let's see what we're actually doing. Okay, so also this also has a height. This is a 586. So I'm going to give it this. I'm going to give it a height too, or I might give it a. I'm going to use the width. Whoa. Look, it's stretch. I need to set the background to cover. I've not even touched that yet. So I'm going to change that. I'm just going to do, yeah, width L is okay. Let me see the difference. It's 586. So let me copy this. 586. Oh, it's not even that high. Okay. Let's just do 586 for now. Let me do min height. Okay. And then I have to, let's see, I need to use grid. And then let's see, how am I going to divide this? Maybe 3, 1. Yeah, that sounds good. No, this looks a little bit more. No, this doesn't look like it's represented correctly. 3, 2 is also too much. So, you know, I think we can do 3, 2. Let's just do 3, 2. I'm going to also, I forgot to boost the text here to L, so it's bigger. And we're going to move this to the end. So it's coming alive. Text seems smaller though. Book your session. Yeah, the spacing is not the same. So I don't think the variables I set will work. So I'm gonna use the min max to get it the way I want it to be. So this can be for FR. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can get it correctly. 2, see, so this is better. So 4, 2 is perfect. And maybe I just add a grid gap too. And the content itself, I'm going to give it a variable width. So that's going to be width L. Okay, this is M. Okay, width M. Choose your treatment begin time. Perfect, the same. Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay, I like it. I do feel like the text is, no, it's okay. It's okay. Let's give this a content gap. There you go. Let's check one more time. And now I think we can jump to the gradients. So let's go to my background image. I'm going to add the gradient on top of the image. So do overlay, add color. We need 3 colors, whereas the middle one has to be, let's check what did we do here. Let's see what we cooked up here. 60%. That's the stop. The stop is at 60, and I'm just going to copy these colors because I want it to be accurate. So the middle one is, yeah, this is what we chose. I can't believe it's gray. Is it gray? It's actually gray. And it should be at 20%. So bring this down to, how would I even know if it's 20%? Wait, let me switch this. So this should be 20. Okay, there you go. And the stop is at 60. And next one is this one. Okay, so that's 17%, and this is 100%. So this is Okay, and this is the color stop is 17, and let's add the last one. This one is both at 100%. The color stop is also at 100. Okay, so this is 100, and the color stop is like this. Okay, so now we need to switch the, oh no, not repeat. We need to set it to linear, and the degree is, says 95. The last time I added the degree, it just did not show it the way I wanted. Okay, this time it does. Okay, look at that, guys. Perfect. I think this is for some reason here in Figma, it's still, you can still see part of our eye. So what I could do here is basically I could bring down the opacity a little bit so we can see her eye, if that's what we want. So I could make this like 6, no, that's too, that's be 8. Okay, how about 9, just, oh, that already makes a big difference between, okay, so 7, 97, 96, 95, 96, 96 is good. Okay, so we got it exactly the way we wanted it. Happy with it. What else? Now we have to see how it will look on the lower breakpoint. Oh, my image. I have to set it to cover, obviously, and I'm going to set the aspect ratio to 69. And let's see how this will look. Okay. Might as well want to make this stack, right? So let's do that. I don't think it works here anymore. So this is good. This sits at the bottom. Let's go, let's continue. Okay. By the way, why is this eye? It's just, this eye just zooming in. Set to cover. Okay, the position. Is it because I set, wait, let me remove this. See what it does. Okay, this is, we can work with this. Oh, one more thing, I have to center the container. Okay, so now this is what we got. Oh, let me dial this in. So I'm also going to make it a width M, right? So it stays like, I think it should be smaller because, okay, that's way too small. 30, 40, 30 is good. Okay, let's bring it down. Okay, this is what we get. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take this booking pattern, right? I'm going to turn this into a, well, what this could be, what would you call something like this? That falls under the category pattern. You know what, I'm going to say pattern. So we have like a pattern component. So this is a pattern component, and yeah, you can change. We're going to start with the background. You can change the background image. So we're going to add a prop for this. We're going to say swap image, and the default to just be the eye created, and we add it there, and that's basically what we're doing here. You can change it, the gradient to stay the same, etc., etc. Let's go to the heading. You can also change the heading. So this will be the booking title or booking heading. Create, connect. I don't think we need to create any HTML tags, so I'll leave it the way it is. Furthermore, we go to the subheading. So subheading, add the text in, create, connect. As for the button, we need to create the label again. So this will be CTA, I just say CTA heading, CTA, sorry, label, and book your appointment, connect, and also the link So this is CTA link and just create. Okay, so we have our component is done and this is basically finished. So we're done with this one, and okay, it's within 20 minutes. So there is time to actually work on the next one. So we're going to just jump into this one immediately. I'm going to leave this open. I'm going to go to pattern here and say booking 2, which means that this is going to be a pattern, and we can also turn that into a component. So this is a pattern, and I'm going to add, this is a booking, this is booking. And once again, we do not have any pattern for this. I created this component myself, so I'm basically just going to do the same thing like I did with the other pattern. So this is booking 2, and I'm going to start adding the class booking 2. This is the container. Okay, so now I'm going to just put in the image too. So I'm just add background image, and plug in the styling immediately. And here we just basically need to drop in the component. That was the book card, right? Yes, the book card. And here we don't need to change much. Oh wait, the color is different, so it's green and here it's orange. So I think I just need to swap this, and look, lo and behold, that's when I wanted to add a swap function to this SVG. I didn't do it, so now it will come in handy because I have a green version. So I have to look into this. I had some issues creating props here because I don't really understand how this works. Because if I choose to create a file, it doesn't give me basically the file, you know, I cannot interact with the file with I don't even know how to say this. I create a prop, I come here, I choose file, right? It's like a drop down, it says file, but then it doesn't give me extra options. So what am I supposed to do? I just don't know yet how to set this up. So I'm gonna have to leave it like that for now. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this in a block because I need to control the call it content, the booking content. I need to control the width. So I'm gonna put it on top, and I'm gonna give this a class booking content. Okay, and let me see what the height is here. I'm gonna add a height that is 830. So let's give it a height of 830 pixels. Okay, we have that down. And now this is 670. Okay, that's already set. And now I can basically add that background blur. So I need another block. And this will be I'm gonna put it on top. This is the overlay blur, and this will also be set position absolute. So to do that, I need to set this to relative, and I need to set isolation to isolate, save, and I'm gonna now add my image, which was this one. Copy this alt text, put it there. Add the figure, set my image to full, set it to cover, and yeah, that's okay. This should be set to absolute. Cover all sides and set this to -1 so that comes in front. Set the height to 100% and also the width. And I need to center the container, right? Wait, center the container. Let me see if I forgot anything else. Why is there this? Oh, this is overlay. This overlay. My bad. Not style this yet. Did I copy anything? Do I still have the class? No, I don't have the class anymore. I'm going to go to my overlay. I also style this one. I just want to add a class, overlay blur, and let me deal with my booking content because the spacing is set to 700, and that's about that's half, so it has to be width 50, I think. Yes, and set to 100%, and I need to center this. I can obviously do center self. So we have our booking, right? Now we need to see, let's look at this, the overlay blur. This is set to 390, the height. So let's do that. 390 pixels, whoops, pixels. And obviously overlay, set to the bottom, set to the right, and set to the left and not to the top. And I'm going to add a class here. I might also have to add that mask image, but I need to go and copy some CSS because yeah, I'm still practicing with the max image to understand how it works, etc. So, but for now, we need a backdrop filter, blur, and I think 10 pixels. Okay, so we've set this at 10 pixels, but okay, this needs to live at the back. If I set this to -1, will it go all the way to the back? Yes, it does. So, okay, let's see, -2. Yes, perfect. Okay, so now if I check this on the front, I want to actually mask the blur so that this is actually fading away and we can see this blur just like here, right? So I know that I used the blur before. I used it here on this here. So I'm going to go to the hero there and just grab that mask CSS. So just give me a second. Let's search for hero. Okay, so let's go to the second hero. I'm going to open that up and I'm just going to go to the overlay blur here. Let's see what we set here. I'm going to grab this and let's go back to my overlay blur here, CSS, and I'm going to drop this in. There you go. Boom. Okay. I think we have what we wanted, right? There you go. Okay, so let's see how this looks on the lower breakpoints. Okay, okay. Okay, well, that's perfect, right? I don't need to change anything. Oh, this is actually going pretty well. So we're almost 30 minutes in and the second one is done. And you see it's all because we already had a component. So we already created this. So we just literally dropped that in and we have a different pattern we can use, a different design, and this is actually just super cool. Okay, we're done with this. I need to find out how this works with the shape so that I can actually fix that. Okay, so the last one, hopefully you can keep this under an hour, guys. So I'm doing the third one. So this is the third one, and this is basically this design is the same as, where is it? I think it also has the same as this one and also this hero. But let me just check the wireframe real quick to see if I'm correct, or I used a different pattern there, or I'll have to or design it myself, create it myself, or I'll have to build. There's no way that I use this one. Did I? So that means I'll have to remove the styling, remove the padding, set the image to 50 viewport width. Well, I think what will be wise, if I want to build this, I can do it in 30 minutes. just build this one out. It's just that the problem with this is obviously the conflicts that I will create. So I'm just thinking what's the best thing to do, because I already have this one. I could actually bring this one in, but yeah, this one has special styling, and this one too. I don't think I have a okay, I have I'm just trying to think of a way to start from. I don't want to start from scratch, right? So I'm just thinking if there's any other let me see if there's any other design I can draw in, maybe from the hero that I can use. So I need to check and see if there's anything I can use, because I know I have some other designs that have the 50-50 split. So there were a few, but I'll need to obviously remove some styling here and there. Everything just to get me a little bit, you know, to my goal. Look, I have like, okay, this two I've already used, right? So you could say I have this one left, and this one, I mean just actually highlight it. So you have this one, I have this one too. Probably have to use this, but I have to make some changes. And there's another one. Okay, I have these two. So I may go for, you know what, I'll go for this one. This is Hero 23. Let's see if we can just change the Hero 23. Let me copy this well. Okay, so I'm going to go for the third one. We're going to use the Hero pattern 33 to fix that. Let's see if we can do it before time, because we're moving pretty quick now. Oh, no, I'm going to delete this. Okay, so let's see, Hero 23 is what we need. So let's go search for 23. That is Hero 23. This does not make sense, but we're bringing this in. Okay, so there you have Hero 23. And now we have to make some changes to it. I want to first see, let's go back to our design. I'm going to have to look. Okay, so first things first, we need to remove the, I think I added a heading somewhere. There's some, I did something somewhere. Yeah, here. So this has to go, as you can see. Okay, the spacing is great. The background is great, but the background has to go. So no background, and there's some spacing here. So I think this has to increase. I'm just gonna say space to Excel. Yeah, so space to Excel. Images, great, right? You can actually just pop that in immediately. See guys, I just didn't want it to start from scratch. There was no need to do that. Okay, look, it's in. Let's add in the color. By the way, let me change this to booking 3. I have a lot of class changing to do. I've not, so the patterns I brought in the last videos, I did not change the class, so that's something I'll do later. Yeah, so this was, I think, was it 8? I think it's 8. You know what, let's go for 8. 8 is cool. 8 is good. Okay, so now I need to split the heading from the footer. So these two I need to split. I'm going to create a new block here. So this will be footer. And this same footer, they all live in the content. Yeah, that's good. No worries. Let me copy this, put this here. This is footer, and I'm gonna split this. There you go. Okay, it has some heavy spacing from the top, so maybe I should use some section spacing, but I think that might be heavy. Wait, what? Does this have a height? This is 714. Does the media have a height? no height. Images height, no height. So if I set this to 714 pixels, I guess. Wait, does it have an aspect ratio? 1:1. I think this is causing the issue. And the height should be 100%. Obviously. I'm not getting my. What is this extra space here? Is this some height somewhere? Not on the container. Wait, let's check the front. Oh, oh, okay. Okay, so it's working, but it's Bricks that is playing tricks on me again. What is going on? This Bricks has some sometimes these minor bugs. Okay, so it's just going to show me this, but the front looks good. I'm confused. Okay, I'll take it. I'll just continue. No need to linger there. So let me just add, I think I'll go for sexual spacing is kind of rough, but you know, gives me what I want. I'm going to set it both top and beneath. Okay, this doesn't make sense. This can go away. Let's refresh again. It's kind of tall and there's no reason for it to be tall. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create a, I'm going to also give this image a height of 700, what is it? 714 pixels. Because at this point, I don't know what's going on here. Thank you, but then now it's messing up my image. Okay, it's cutting it up a bit. I think it depends on how wide your screen is. Yeah. Okay, we just have to do with that. Okay, so let me just add the text. Let's continue, and we're actually almost done. So just putting the text, add a color here. This is heading white. Whoops, no, heading white. Get the text, drop that in, set this to body text white. What did I do? Body text white, heading text white. This should be text L. Perfect, perfect. This should be set to content gap. And this should be book your appointment. Book your appointment. That should be light, by the way, but it's smaller, so I'm going to set this to large, and it should be light, or because medium seemed too small. I'm gonna make this large. You know, just can do that. No circle. Okay, save. Yeah, I think we can throw a width on this. You know, with M. Okay, I think I should throw width here with M on the heading 2. Okay, so let's compare. Okay, so let's check out the breakpoints. This is okay. This is not okay. Okay, so I need to make a change here. So this can go away. I'm going to put it right here, grid 1. And now I need to make some changes to the height because it cannot be 714 here. So I set the aspect ratio and I'm going to just set this to 100%. Okay, so we have that, and now I need to break this stuff. So I need to take this off, take this off, take this off. And I'm going to put them here. So this is going to be 100%, 100%, and this should be auto. Okay, so I could go for this, settle for this one, or wait, why is it? Did I remove the spacing here? Yes, I did. I should not do that. Remove that. There's another way to fix this. This is a very old design, so I would have fixed this differently now. So which I'm going to do. So yeah, this can go away. This should be viewport width. Should also be viewport width. This should be minus 50 viewport width, and this should be 50%. And we are good. Good. And I'm going to remove the spacing here, or not, because the space is set to 2XL. No, everything should actually be, no, set the height. I'm even going to make this M, and also this M, and basically the sides can go, unless you want it to be centered, but this is good like this. Yeah, so I guess we're done. Let me just open this up. We're basically done here. Smaller, 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 switch, smaller, 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 smaller. Yes, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yes, happy with it. We did all three of them in one video. I'm pretty happy with the results. So let me show you guys what we got. We did the first one. We did the second one. So we did the first. We finished this one up. We turned it into a component. Oh, by the way, I did not turn this into components. You see? You see? And this one I've not turned into the component too. So I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to do it off screen, or what you want to call it. I'm not recording it because yeah, I've basically done everything. All I need to do is turn it into a component. You guys know how that process goes. Just going to add the props where it's needed. Oh, by the way, this one doesn't. This one already has props. If I turn this into a component, I will have to add props to these to show it on the root component. So yeah, just so you know that's how that works. As for this one, well, I'll just turn it to a component and then add all the props, and then this is basically done. Okay, so that was it. Let's look at what we're doing in the next video. So let's check it out. Okay, so the next one I'm actually doing, this is a combination of the About Us page and frequently asked questions. So these are actually two patterns in one. We are going to turn this theme element you see here into a component. This is going to be a component, and the frequently asked questions accordion will also be a component, and this whole thing will be a pattern. You could also turn this video element into a component, by the way, but it's not something I would do. Let's come here. As you can see here, we only have the About Us. Actually, this is only for the About Us section. So this one we're going to be building to. The great thing about this pattern is that this is just a pattern, and this is a slider, and I'll need to add this component to it. So creating this component will save me time. And as you can see here, this is a call to action, but the call to action is coupled with a frequently asked question. So we'll build this in the next, once we come to this section, the call to action section. So we're not building this. We're only going to build this one. And the last one will be this one. And as you can see, the component appears again, and it has a different variant. So I'm going to make two variants. And this one will be easy to do. Also, likewise, this one. And as you can see, the frequently asked question is separate. And in this design, the call to action is also separate, and it's actually coupled with the footer. So yeah, it's just a different way of approaching things. So the next video will be about, is actually the About Us section. And here we will build the we will also add a frequently asked section. So I hope to do this also in one video too, and keep it just under an hour. I know that these two will be quick because it's just basically how the pattern is. I'm just making some small tweaks here and there. But this one, I don't have a pattern for this, so this I'm basically building it from scratch. So I hope you guys liked this video again. I hope it was educational or entertaining and that you learned something. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, obviously. And let me know what you think of the video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, and bye-bye.